Exclusive.
Hey RedEye, I'm Veronica Roth, author of the Divergent series. The new movie Insurgent comes out March 20th, so hope you go see it.
Thought it'd be fun to start out with a little game.
Okay.
I'm going to give you a bunch of sequels. Tell me your favorite between these two and any reason you may have.
Okay.
Which do you prefer between Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles 2, The Secret of the Ooze, or D2, The Mighty Ducks?
Oh my gosh, the Ooze. I love the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I don't know, it's the strangest concept for anything, but it's great. Yeah, I was never that big into Mighty Ducks.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, they're good, but, you know.
How about Empire Strikes Back or Aliens?
Empire Strikes Back. Because Star Wars. That's like I think that's the best Star Wars movie, probably.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I love Aliens. That's probably the best Aliens movie, also.
It's a tough one.
Yeah, but I, like, affinity for Star Wars overrules.
How about Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey or Terminator 2?
Terminator 2. Yeah.
No hesitation there.
No. I don't know.
Toy Story 2 or Toy Story 3?
Oh, Toy Story 3.
Yeah,
Oh.
third one's
I
amazing.
cried like a baby at that movie.
How could anyone not?
I know.
Born Supremacy or Die Hard 2?
Born Supremacy, just because I haven't seen Die Hard 2.
Temple of Doom or The Two Towers?
Two Towers. Lord of the Rings. Forever.
And last one, Dark Knight or Godfather 2?
Dark Knight. Haven't seen Godfather 2. I'm not like that. I don't know. And plus, you know, Batman. It's my favorite superhero. So.
How different does it feel seeing the second movie based on your work on the screen versus how it felt with the first one?
Well, I'm a little calmer about it this time. So the first one, it was just like, I don't know how this is going to be. I don't have any, and nothing in my life has prepared me for this moment, you know? But this time, I kind of knew a little more what to expect. And this was really interesting because so much of the work was in post-production because of all the CGI. Mm-hmm. And so seeing it all put together was really amazing because I'd only seen, like, you know, the cartoon versions before that that they do beforehand to show you kind of what it will look like. So it was really exciting, but I was a little more like level-headed about it. Yeah. Was
your involvement with this one pretty much the same as it was with the first one, like advising on some things, but mostly just kind of letting the movie people do their thing?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I was able to be on set for the first one a lot more because it was in Chicago, and I was just like, I'll take the train. But I was on set a lot, considering, for the second one, and I gave feedback about the script, and I was like the Divergent Universe consultant, and that was great, and then I had a lot of time to write, so.
Well, you blogged about some continuity errors that came along in the process of writing Insurgent.
Oh, yeah.
Was that one of the things that any note that you made about the script? You were like, by the way, just want to make sure this doesn't make it into the movie?
Well, no, I mean, the continuity errors that I had in Insurgent were a lot of like, she has a gun and then she doesn't have a gun, and then she has a gun again, and the glass is broken and then it's back together. Like, it was really, I mean, it was tough. I mean.
And you would hope that a filmmaker would be able to realize that was a problem.
So I didn't really worry that would carry over because they pretty much have that on lock. Yeah.
You said recently, I like to lean into the creepy.
Yep.
Tell me the creepiest thing you've done recently.
The creepiest thing I've done? Oh, well, I'm not a creepy person, I hope. I did just read a book called Smoke Gets in Your Eyes by Caitlin Doughty. I don't remember how to say her name, but it's about, she works at as a crematory person, and so she's describing like the stages of decomposition of bodies and, you know, what it's like to be cremated and all that stuff. So I just read that book, and that feels a little, it's fascinating to me. So I looked up pictures. This is so creepy, but such like a weird writer thing to do. So I looked up pictures of what she was talking about because I couldn't visualize it. So I looked up pictures of corpses.
Wow.
Yeah.
But you had a good reason to.
Yes, I did. I promise. Yeah.
Is that the kind of book that an author can ever do a reading for? Or would that just
I
be
bet
really
she can't.
weird?
She seems like quirky enough. Like, she's funny. So I think she could pull it off.
I feel like the image of like a bookstore filled with people coming to learn
Yeah.
about what it's like to get cremated.
Yeah, I think people are really, like, deep down, really fascinated by that, though. So, like, even though there's a part of you that's like, ugh, this is disgusting, there's another part that's like, ooh, let me lean in. Sort of like when you drive past a car accident, you know, like,
Right.
you want to see, but you don't want to see, but you want to see.
You know, in the movie, Triss at one point worries about, like, she's thinking about her divergence and saying, like, you know what, sometimes I wish that this wasn't who I was.
Yeah.
What's something that at any time in your life you want to change about yourself?
Man, I think it's probably some neuroses. Yeah. I'm like afraid of a lot of things, so I'd really love to just like go through the world with a little more bravery. I think that would be great. I'm working on it, but like you can't change some like really deep tendencies that you have, and I think I'll always be a little neurotic. So it's hard to accept.
Is there something coming up that you like want to challenge yourself to do at some point in that goal of becoming more brave?
So I get really nervous when I travel, especially to countries where English isn't, the most commonly spoken language. So I think my goal is to just go places, and then like learn how to embrace kind of sounding dumb when you're like trying to pantomime or looking dumb, more likely. Yeah.
We had so much fun doing kind of a would you rather situation in our interview last year. I thought I would bounce some more would you rather situations off you.
Yeah.
Would you rather try to dodge a train or jump off a high ledge to grab a rope?
Oh my God, I would rather dodge a train because I really hate heights. I would not like to do either of those things, to be clear.
Not a choice.
No, but
Take a truth serum or be stuck with 10 needles at once?
10 needles at once. I'm not afraid of needles.
But you're afraid of the truth?
Well, that serum is rough. It's not just a truth, it's like every little thing that like you'd prefer to keep private. And everybody's got private things. Yeah.
Watch The Maze Runner or The Giver?
Oh, no, don't make me choose between these things. Well, The Giver is like my first dystopian book. So I guess, I saw them both. So, but, I guess The Giver.
Read Hunger Games or Harry Potter?
Harry Potter. I love the Hunger Games, but Harry Potter's like, I grew up with that book. I'm a big Potterhead. You know that.
Yes,
right?
I do.
Yeah.
I know you love both. That's why I had to challenge you.
You're killing me here.
Fight someone with silverware or your bare hands?
Silverware. Why is that? Like, a fork could do a lot of damage, right? Yeah.
I think so.
Yeah. My delicate little fists would be.
I like.
With these rings, maybe.
Watch Twilight New Moon or lick a pole on the CTA?
I watched Twilight New Moon. Oh man, yeah, I've seen that movie already. So yeah.
And I also wanted to, my colleague Nick Swasko for our weekly review series, thought of some other possible dystopian ideas, and since you are so immersed in this dystopian world, we wanted to bounce these ideas off of you. Let us know what you think of these ideas.
Okay.
In 2437, the remainder of humanity wars savagely over the last of Earth's food and resources, but they do so very slowly as a mass gravitational shift 300 years ago caused the Earth to rotate faster, causing everyone to evolve enormous legs and have very tiny upper bodies.
Like T-Rexes?
That's all the information I was given, but yeah.
Yeah, so a planet full of T-Rexes.
That's a great interpretation.
Yeah.
You think that's promising?
We call it T-Rex Planet. It'll be like Jurassic Park meets the Hunger Games.
Can we please get a book agent in here like now?
I guess.
Okay, Jason is an average teen but begins to have doubts about 2218's American government, in which a lottery system chooses a retail store to create the laws and social norms for the next decade. Jason joins a small but growing rebellion after the lottery chooses a leader he can't follow, Yankee Candle.
Yankee Candle would be a terrible national leader.
Why?
Because have you smelled some of those candles? That's an intense scent. Can you imagine like a mandated Yankee Candle for every home? You don't get to choose your candle scent? Maybe it's like regional, like you guys get vanilla, nothing else?
But don't you want to live in a world that's pungent?
No, I don't want to live in a pungent world. We do live in a pungent world. Yeah.
Touche.
Yeah.
In 2176, everyone finds out that all the animals in the zoo are and have always been fake. I'm not really sure where to go from here, but I know this is a solid start.
Have always been fake. It would just be like, it would ruin so many childhood memories. The polar bear comes up to the glass.
I'm curious how they've pulled it off this long.
Yeah, that would be like the point of the movie or whatever it is, like explaining how they got away with it. That's like a big conspiracy theory.
I know, it's amazing.
Yeah. It's bigger than like we didn't walk on the moon. Much bigger. All the animals are fake.
To everyone in Drangles, apparently that's what the U.S. is called in 2316, to everyone in Drangles' surprise, mimes, a secret powerful society for years, mimes overthrow the world government. They force humanity into silence, and those who dare to speak are executed by a really big mime named the Fist.
The Fist.
Always a rebel.
That is this is great. Okay, go
Always
on.
a rebel, young Darby joins the Throat, a rebellion who seeks to stop them but also struggles with irritable bowel syndrome for some reason.
Why? The stress, maybe?
Some reason, yeah.
You know, I think that could really work. Yeah, the mimes. The Fist. What? I had a thought. I can't remember what it was.
I feel like the Fist logo would be like the revolution hand at the top of their...
So you know the Grand Budapest Hotel? How there's that like society of concierges?
Yeah.
The crossed keys, whatever. That's what it reminds me of. I love secret societies based on like kind of ridiculous groups, like mimes. Like think about a mime convention. Just imagine.
I'm going to spend all day thinking about that.
Yeah, we need to make this. This is the one I like the most.
And the last one is...
Oh, well, okay.
In 2281, humanity has left a barren Earth to settle elsewhere in the solar system. Those who stay behind are forced to organize and realize their largest struggle. They all desperately wish to live in a dystopian society like those they read about in ancient novels, The Hunger Games, and Insurgent, but can't decide which. The two factions fight about that. The series is 12 books.
Well, I was thinking about this the other day. Like on Twitter, this came up somehow among me and some other authors. It's like the big meta dystopian novel is like factions based on each each like dystopian society, because they're all kind of divided, like separated, So it would be like Hunger Games fans versus Divergent fans versus Maze Runner fans versus like more classic I don't know, Brave New World. Yeah, it would be like the huge meeting in like a death arena, like televised.
That needs to happen.
That's the big like meta dystopian novel. Yeah, it would be crazy. I'm not sure who would win. I think maybe the Hunger Games people might. Yeah.
They're prepped for violence.
Right. That's like, for the arena, that would be ideal for them.